What does it really feel like? Well, if you're going to be chasing curiosity in your life, then you're going to have a lot of nothing at the end of the day. What you need to be chasing in your life is understanding. I will know the answer to that question when I get there. And I am making that progress to find out. And that's the way it needs to be. Not chasing curiosity, but coming from a place of a very beautiful, solid, humble, yet strong strength. That's what we need in our lives.
Maharaji, if I receive knowledge, am I supposed to become one of your followers?
You have to follow your heart. You have to follow what your heart wants. You should be in this life a follower of the heart. You should be in this life a follower of that feeling. You should be in this life a follower of that joy. You should be in this life a follower of the peace. And this is what you should be following. This is what is important if you're going to become a follower. Because, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to be a follower. Well, follower you are. You're going to follow something or the other. And I see all these people that's like, well, I don't follow anybody and I've got this. And I see them following. I see them following the fashion trend. I see them following this. I see them following the stock market. I see them following and following and following and following they are. They don't want to admit that they're following. They're following the guy behind them on the traffic jam. They're following the guy, here. They're following this. They're following that. The follower we're going to be, right? The issue is, what are we following? If we follow our heart, the result will be joy. If we follow that peace, the result will be peace. The result will be tranquility. So followers we're going to be. The thing is, what are we going to follow in this life?
Maharaji, what do I have to give up to receive knowledge?
As we grow in our lives, we think that maybe sacrifices have to be made, because maybe in our lives all the things that we have done have required one sacrifice or the other. It is one of those things, give up this for that and give up that for this. But really, the process of knowledge is so beautiful that on the outside you don't have to give up anything. All you have to give up is all that you don't want, all that you don't need. That's what you have to give up. And all that you don't want, that is what the excess baggage is. Because we walk around in this world, in this life, going, I think I need this, I think I need this, I think I want this, I think I want this. But these are not the things that we need or we want. We need to feel light. We need to feel simple. We need to feel that I don't have to drag myself all over the place. That this life shouldn't be a burden. The burden. Where is the burden coming from? The burden, that excess weight, is coming from all those excess things that we are carrying around in our lives. So as we understand the things that we don't need, because we are starting to understand the very thing that we do need. Because for so long, we didn't understand what we needed. Maybe we thought there's this and there's that, but we didn't understand what we really needed. But as we begin to understand what we really need, then maybe we can begin to understand all those things that we don't need. And if we can begin to understand all those things that we don't need, we can shed them. And then the burden becomes lighter and we can go on in our lives with a beautiful feeling.
Maharaji, if I'm really sure that I want this, why do I need to wait?
For so many people, it's a question of really being prepared. A lot of people look at the time and they go, well, I think I'm ready. And so why is it that I have to wait? Well, how prepared are you? You've got to ask yourself, how prepared am I? Am I ready to practice this? Because it is going to take an effort to practice it. Why is it going to take an effort to practice it? Because there is some time that you're going to have to set aside, that you are going to have to participate, that you are going to have to listen, that you are going to have that connection with me. Now, a lot of people go, well, yes to all those, without understanding it. Hey, what's wrong with understanding? What's wrong with understanding each aspect of this beautiful thing that we have embarked on? So it is not a question of waiting. It is a question of understanding. And when we have the understanding, then we are truly ready, because we understand our responsibility to ourselves, that what I am embarking on is a beautiful journey, that I feel good about it, that yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Not somebody else egging me on, not somebody else saying, oh, yes, yes, you can do it. Because there's not going to be anybody who's going to be patting your shoulder in the back and going, I think you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. It's not about that. It's about you. What about you? Can't you do that? Can't you get up? Can't you stand up on your own feet and say, I can do this. I can really enjoy this gift of knowledge. And yes, what I have learned and what I have understood, this is very possible, and I can really do this. So when we stand on our own feet, and when we are ready to stand on our own feet, because this is what the journey is all about. This is what the journey is all about. It is to get us to understand, because this breath comes into us. This breath that came into me is for me. I cannot give it to somebody else. I cannot say, here, you breathe this for a little while. No, this breath comes into me. And it is making each breath count. It is making each moment count. It is that we are here. We are acknowledgement of we are here, not saying, well, here I am, and now scratching our heads and going, well, what am I going to do? What's going to happen now? And all these things. This is not what it's about. It's about you are alive. You, not they, not them, not that group of people, not the citizens of that country. No, it's you. Now we're not talking about citizens, and we're not talking about a group of people, and we're not talking about a race of people. We're talking about you. And so if you are ready for that, then that is the day you are ready, because you came to that conclusion, not out of curiosity, not out of somebody telling you, I think you're ready, I think you're ready. But you came to that conclusion on your own 2 feet. And the day you do, you don't have to wait. You don't. You can have the gift of knowledge.